Well, first of all, thank you so much for inviting me, and it's wonderful to meet you and to join you in this project. Let's see. I think this is such an interesting thing that we have this process of asking for introductions and how this is the perfect jumping off place to recognize how difficult it is in the current culture of this kind of communication and professionalism to not just talk about the systems and the complexity, but to live within them. And the second I would try to introduce myself, I would immediately start reaching for reductionist descriptions of who I am. And we would go ahead with that without noticing that that was what was happening. And I could say, oh, I have lived my life working with systems and complexity, and I developed the warm data theory and practice, and I am the president of the Bateson Institute, and blah, blah, blah. I've written the following books and made films and yada, yada. But that is actually not an introduction to who I am. And I think if I'm introducing you to who I am, one of the interesting things that I have to start to explore right away is who am I with you? Right? Immediately, we're in a relational process because who I am with you and who I can be with you, honestly, I haven't discovered yet. We're 2.5 minutes into our knowing one another. And I'm looking forward and curious as to who I can be when I'm with you and who you can be when you're with me. And that's changing by the second right now.
That's right.
Because you asked a question that you had every anticipation would come back with a particular tone and a particular kind of information. And we've just left the script. So now, who can we be when we are together?
That's right.
Wow, that's wonderful. I was just curious, like when who can we be? It first gives us time to pause and listen. For me, a sense of excitement, a sense of curiosity, and I do have a sense of silence, a spaciousness right now.
And for me, what's present right now is that we are fellow travelers, and that although we have not said much, we are connected.
And we don't know where we're going. And that's a particular way of traveling. If you've ever gone traveling with a friend or a family member, and they've been that person who needed to know every minute of where you were going every second, and then you've had that other experience of all the plans falling apart, and there you are traveling, and you actually don't know which hotel you're going to be at tonight. You don't know what plane you're going to take. You don't know if that train is coming or not. And suddenly things start to happen. And if you're in a state of freak out, if you panic, you miss the opening. I think that's such a great metaphor for actually where we are right now.